When you reach age 70 and 1/2, the Internal Revenue Service has very specific rules that require you to begin taking at least a specified amount of money each year from your retirement accounts. This specified required amount is called a Required Minimum Distribution, or RMD. In the year you turn 70 and 1/2, you're expected to take a minimum distribution either that year or the following year. For every year thereafter, you must take the required minimum distribution by December 31st of each tax year. The actual amount of this required minimum distribution is calculated using an IRS table available in IRS publication number 590. You can download a copy of this publication 590 free from the IRS at the IRS website www.irs.gov. The calculation is based on the factor from the IRS table and is applied to your total retirement account balance as of December 31st of the prior year. It's extremely important to get this calculation right, as there is a 50% penalty tax for not withdrawing the proper amount by the IRS deadline. It's one thing to have to withdraw the money and pay the income taxes, but to pay a 50% penalty tax on top of that, that's just awful. So you want to get this one right. If you have multiple accounts at several financial institutions, you may want to strongly consider consolidating these various accounts into one to avoid the risk of not getting the calculation right. You see, from the IRS's point of view, it is if you only had one retirement account. The required minimum distribution amount is ultimately calculated on the aggregate balance of all of your retirement accounts. If you have only one account, the calculation is fairly easy and there's less chance for error. If you have many accounts spread over many financial institutions, getting the RMD calculation correct may be more difficult. The bottom line is that required minimum distributions from retirement accounts are a fact of life under current tax law. Just be sure to get help to get the calculation done right and get the proper amount withdrawn from your account before the IRS deadline. We'll have more for you in another installment of the Financial Briefing.